Good morning. I hope everyone it oh stop it. Uh I hate when I click on that and it moves when I'm not wanting it to. But anyways, so I hope everyone is having a fantastic Monday. This past Sunday, even if I haven't seen you, or even if I did see you, I hope everything has gone well with exams, with everything, with work, whatever that it may be going on in your lives. I will say this for those who were not there Sunday, we missed you. Hopefully, we'll be able to see you on Wednesday and or Sunday, but I'd prefer being both. So, but this Wednesday, we are continuing with Mere Christianity. Christianity. We only have two more videos to get through for that, so we're caught up, and I will hopefully have that by the end of today. Or hopefully, I was trying to get all of them done this weekend, but I got tired. And with that, we are also on Genesis chapter 4 this Sunday. So I'm very excited to do that. So, but today, focusing on today, Mark 10:17 through 22, I have to say, this is a very important passage because of just the very simple instructions that Christ gives, what Jesus gives to the rich young ruler, and it's just very interesting. Let's jump into it. So Mark 17, 2:17 through 10:17 through 22. As he was setting out on a journey, a man ran up, knelt down before him, and asked him, "Good teacher, what must I do to inherit eternal life?" Pay attention to that. The good teacher. That's very important here. Uh, why do you call me good? Jesus asked him. No one is good except God alone. You know the commandments: do not murder, do not commit adultery, do not steal, do not bear false witness, do not defraud, honor your father and mother. He said to him, Teacher, not good teacher, but teacher, I have kept all these from my youth. Looking at him, Jesus loved him and said to him, You lack one thing. Go sell all that you have, give to the poor, and you will have treasure in heaven. Then come follow me. But he was dismayed by this demand, and he went away grieving because he had many possessions. That is so important. That's so impactful, really, because of the fact that he gave him very simple instructions. Go and give all you have. Just sell everything you got, give all the money to the poor, follow me. You'll have treasure in heaven. But he was unwilling, from what we can tell. He just went away in dismay, in being um, very saddened by this. And so when you think about that, like what does it mean to sell all you have and give it to the poor? We in America, some of us are well off, some of us are not. I'm in the kind of the area where I don't have a lot, but I have enough to survive. I have enough to be happy. There are days when I can splurge a little bit here and there and get myself something to kind of feel a little bit better, because it's like I want to be happy with what I have around me or whatever. But at the same time, am I doing right on his commands of giving to the poor, giving to who is needed of it? And I just noticed how close my hands are to the camera, but yeah, it's fine. But I wanted the Ten Commandments to be shown on the slide because of the fact that he quote wow, that was a weird sound. He quotes like six of them, and the fact that the do not steal, do not murder, do not commit adultery, do not bear false witness, do not. Let's see exactly how he words it, because do not defraud. I believe that do not defraud is covet or steal anything of your neighbor, and then honor your father and mother, which is interesting that the fourth commandment is the last one that he mentions, but he does not mention, "You shall not have any other gods before the Lord your God. You shall not take the name of the Lord your God in vain, and also to remember the Sabbath." He doesn't mention those two, and I find that very interesting. But for you, for me, for us in today's world, I'm not trying to compare ourselves to the what rich young ruler or anything like that. But what are we to give? How are we to give? That is the question. What do you think that Jesus? Why do you think that Jesus only mentions a few of the commandments? Why does he mention just a handful of them? Is it because the man is thinking worldly when he's discussing with him, when he is going after him, when he went after him? Uh, could it be the fact that he knew in his heart, in the man's heart, that he did these things? Could it be that he's done all of these things and he's like, no, I've kept all of these commands? Because has he been there from the beginning that that Christ mentions, when you do it in your heart or anything like that? Now, we don't know where this man is because we don't know his name or anything about him other than he's a rich young ruler, and he is calls him a good teacher, calls him a teacher, and then leaves in dismayed once he knows that Christ is calling him to sell all he has. What is all you have? Are we not to have things or money as Christians? That is a question that I want to ask you, because there are a lot of people out there that get confused with the concept of, the root of all evil is money. Well, like, why does the church ask for money? Why does all these things happen? Where's the understanding? How can we better help those have an understanding of, it's okay to have money as a Christian, it's okay to have certain things as Christians, but are we, for one, putting in front of God? Are we putting our possessions in front of God, or are we willing to sell all that we have for Him if we are called to do it? The that my title. I told you that I told the students 2 Sundays ago now that it was a promise. I use that as a remembrance to myself, that I've given a promise to my family, that I've given a promise to everyone around me, that throughout it all, that I will fulfill my promise. And it's not about me, but serving the Lord, giving the glory to Him. And but I will say this: if the Lord ever needed or wanted me to sell that, and give the money that I get from that for the poor, or for a thing to glorify Him, I would do it in a heartbeat. And so, but just saying, because all of these things that we have, it's just possessions, it's just material things that our reward, we our treasures in heaven. I can't English right now. But Exodus 20, 2 through 17 is the Ten Commandments. And I'm going to just do a quick read of it. "I am the Lord your God, who brought you out of the land of Egypt, out of the place of slavery. Do not have other gods besides me. Do not make an idol for yourself, whether in the shape of anything in the heavens above, or on the earth below, or in the waters under the earth. Do not bow and worship to them. Do not serve them, for I am the Lord your God. I am a jealous God, punishing the children for the father's iniquity to the third and fourth generations of those who hate me, but showing faithful love to 1,000 generations of those who love me and keep my commands." I'm just gonna be honest. I really would love for us to be able to say that we keep His commands and do what He is commanding, so that that He in return would be faithful to those generations. But we're so wicked. We're such a fallen nature that we just can't seem to keep. the commands that he's given to us. Do not misuse the name of the Lord your God, because the Lord will not leave anyone unpunished who misuses his name. I know many people who have done that. Remember the Sabbath to keep it holy. You are to labor 6 days and do all your work, but on the seventh day, as is a Sabbath to the Lord your God, you must not do any work. You, your son, your daughter, your male or female servant, your livestock, or the resident alien who is within your city gates. For the Lord made the heavens and the earth, the sea, and everything in them in 6 days, and he rested on the seventh day. Therefore, the Lord blessed the Sabbath and declared it holy. Honor your father and your mother, so that you may have a long life in the land that the Lord your God is giving you. Do not murder, do not commit adultery, do not steal, do not give false testimony against your neighbor. Do not covet your neighbor's house. Do not covet your neighbor's wife, or his female or male or female servant, or his ox or a donkey, or anything that belongs to your neighbor. It's very important to also look at the fact that these commands are very simple, are very just straightforward, yet we all struggle keeping any of them. And that's the hard thing. And I want to give a challenge for this week of thinking about these commands and keeping them to heart and try to do that. I'm going to do the same on my end. I want you to keep me accountable. Ask me on Wednesday, ask me on Sunday. Be like, hey, did you do your best to keep the Lord's commandments this week? So that is all I have for this week, or for today, for Monday. But I hope everyone has a fantastic day. Don't forget Mere Christianity on Wednesday. Like I said, I will try to get the videos done. I keep trying, I keep failing at that, but I have it all written up, what I want to ask and what I want to really touch on in the videos. So they should be fairly easy. I have a paper due this Friday and an exam, but I'm going to focus on at least 2 of the videos tonight and go from there. I hope everyone is well, and I will see everyone again. Come on. All right.